Hey, what's up, YouTube? Rounders here. Today we've got a special little make here. Client called me and said, "Can you make handles and cabinets that are going to match my kitchen?" Well, she's got a St. Charles Cabinet kitchen, which is a steel cabinet manufacturer from 1930s. Became real popular in the 1950s, about mid-century. It's the essential mid-century modern kitchen cabinet. And sure enough, you call up any cabinet company nowadays and they say, "Oh, you're going to need new handles in here and we can make the doors and blah, blah, blah." Well, they weren't going to make it original at all. They were just going to come in and get her new stuff. Well, she wanted original. So we made a little sand pack here. Pounded out some bentonite clay and sand, and casted some new handles off of the originals. Pretty amazing with a little bit of clay in that sand, and it just holds its shape. Tiny bit of moisture. So I actually made a wax cast of those handles, and it was a good thing because I needed to do this a couple times. The first casting didn't come out great. I think I went about 3 rounds till I finally got them till they were nice and clean and perfect. Here I'm just putting together some aluminum. That was the other thing, is the original handles are aluminum, and everyone wants to replace them with steel. Well, it's not original, so we make them new. There's a shot of aluminum. Really amazing when the heat hits that sand how hard it gets, like a rock. You chip it all out and bam, you got your casting. You hit it with an aluminum flap wheel and a couple files. Knock the burrs down, clean it up nice and smooth. And after we got that all set, we got to get some holes in there. So we drill some holes in the bottoms of it. And then we tap some threads. That way we can use some bolts through the cabinet doors. And that's all pretty easy. That's why I'm kind of just hand holding it. So 1, it's straight, and 2, really soft metal. It's aluminum, so drilling holes in it isn't a big deal. And you can see even this tapping of the threads, super easy. There we have it. Some finished handles ready to go onto some new doors. Now the doors, tricky one because the whole kitchen is original walnut, and all I have is fresh black walnut. Well, way too dark for this kitchen. So I had to come in with 2 courses of bleaching and specialty, actually 3 rounds of the stain. But we got there. It's a little bit of a color match process. But I made brand new boards look like they were 60 years old. So we just resawed some walnut, That way these doors are the exact same piece of wood, both sides, and they match up perfectly. They're a little short, so we gotta do a little glue up here. Make them a little bit wider. Got them all glued up, and now we gotta flatten them out again. A couple rounds through the drum sander, and they are matching thickness. Oh, these doors are so thin, they're 3/8 inch thick. So I did not want them to ever warp or twist or anything. So I'm putting them down on the table here. This is the shaper board. And I'm going to put a rabbit groove into both of them here. And what I did was I used a dovetail joint to actually angle the inside of that groove. So the support that I stick in there really holds in and keeps that door completely flat the rest of its life. The shaper uses that tape to keep it on track, so I don't have to think about alignment or anything. You set the design and just let the router do the work. And here I'm just sliding those pieces in. It's got grain going the opposite direction. That way it really adds some strength to that door and lets it so it's never gonna move. Each door got 2 of those. Now, I know it should be a crime to bleach black walnut, but this project called for it. Sometimes you gotta just do it. You can see how incredibly almost black it is. It's that black purple. And then you toss the bleach down. It's actually sort of like a lye and hydrogen peroxide mix. And you let it sit about 24 hours. And here I'm coming back, I'm doing it again, a second coat. You see how much significantly lighter it already is. And it just strips those tannins right up and out of the wood. And you let that sit again. And then you sand it off, you neutralize it. And now you've got really, really, really light walnut. Hit it with a little mineral spirit, and then we apply the stain. Now this process was 3 coats of this, and here in the shop I was worried it was getting yellower and yellower, but It's really what the kitchen was calling for. This is a general finish, candlelight. We went through almost all of their colors and finally settled on this one as the perfect match, but it's not quite there. You're going to see in this next step how we put it over the edge. It's a nice brownish sort of golden color, but then we came over top with a top coat, and that's what really put the cherry on top when it came to matching the existing finishes in the kitchen. And here we're just putting those handles on. You can see how that finish kind of really changed from the shop being very gold and yellowish, and once you get it into the kitchen here, it's drastically different and it matches very, very well. Funny how much lighting can change your colors. That's why it's important to always test your colors in the location you want it. Luckily the client is my neighbor, so I can just run back and forth between the shop and the kitchen. And of course, because I, handmade these handles and drilled them out by hand and all of that, there was no jigs or anything, and so each door was a little different. I mean, not much, but it was a little different for me and slight tolerances. I drilled the hole, it was a little too tight, so then we got to just come back and loosen it up a little bit until it all fit well. As you can see here, this is what they did, is they had these steel cabinets, but then the oven went out, the original oven, so then they had to get a new one, and now they had this weird void down at the bottom that wasn't a cabinet anymore. So that's why we made doors, got new handles, and there you have it. I want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoy these, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.